Tommy G's, go your ass home, nigga. You always outside. We got motherfucking squeeze Benz. See what I'm saying? The most wanted driver in New York, we already know who you talking about, my nigga. He be driving in bike lanes and shit with BMWs. Like, what the, like, see what I'm saying? We already know who you, stay your ass at home. He gonna get you in trouble, my nigga. Let's get right into it. Follow me on Instagram. I love y'all niggas and I love y'all hoes. See what I'm saying? Take your feet off. Take your shoes off at the door, nigga. Come listen. Get your dick sucked while watching my video. Get your dick sucked for me, cause I ain't got no hoes over here right now, nigga. Let's get right into it.
Okay, easy, Tiger. Easy. Come on. Hey.
He already starting up freaky as hell. Talking about some easy, Tiger. Say that to your bitch, Tommy. Let me find out this nigga driving skills getting that dick wet, nigga. No Diddy.
Okay, easy, Tiger. Easy. Come on. Hey. How many police chases do you think you've been in?
30, I think.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how wanted would you say you are?
Probably a 10. Nobody's more wanted than me.
I wasn't lying when
I ain't gonna lie. If he was this color, 30 chase, nigga, he would have been Rico. And I'm not talking about that nigga that was in Paid in Full, my nigga. Rico, nigga. He going to prison. If he was this color, he would have been in prison, my nigga. Don't listen.
How wanted would you say you are?
Probably a 10. Nobody's more wanted than me.
I wasn't lying when I said these guys are wanted.
He dicking that bitch too.
Hello folks, I'm Tommy G. I'm here with the most wanted drivers in New York.
He be dicking that bitch, y'all.
Swim team, you already know what's going on. I love NYPD. Swim team, the dream team.
So buckle up folks, this is gonna be a wild ride.
One day in the safety of my home in Milwaukee, I started to get bombarded by DMs imploring me to explore these two drivers named Squeeze Benz and Where's 981. When I looked at their pages, their driving shocked me. I would describe their videos as daring, dangerous, and reckless. I'm fascinated by the human desire to push limits and go against the grain. I'm fascinated by the daredevils and outlaws of the world. Young men in particular love to do this in a variety of ways. Evel Knievel shot himself out of a cannon. Philip Petit,
if he was black though, he was
towers.
We going to jail.
Up cliffs without a rope, and fighter Darren Till cut weight until he went blind. The question that comes to mind when you look at this behavior is what compels someone to push themselves to such lengths and risk injury.
He's a fucking criminal, my nigga. He not listen, bro.
Daredevil behavior in the form of reckless drive.
So if a nigga went T Grizzly ran in them banks, my nigga, why are you impressive with shit like that? What makes niggas do this shit? What makes niggas go to the certain extreme? When Jeffrey Dahmer was eating niggas, my nigga, when he was eating babies and shit and gay men. Was you fascinated with that? Don't. We not gonna get this nigga a pass, gang. And Jeffrey Dahmer was white. You probably was fascinated with that, gang. Cause look what you doing right here. Look what he's swimming through traffic and shit, my nigga. He putting my life in danger, my nigga. And I'm from Gary, Indiana, my nigga. I'm not even from the NY, gang. Come on now, man. Y'all, man.
And risk injury or death. In today's video, we investigate this daredevil behavior in the form of reckless drivers who are causing outrage and fascination across New York.
Police tried to pull over a car on West 38th Street and 7th Avenue. The driver sped off, slamming into cars, driving on the sidewalk.
Putting niggas' lives in jeopardy, gang.
But there's a twist in the story.
Now, if I got out the cop blowing at his ass, alright, I'm the bad guy.
Risk the lives of innocent pedestrians and the law enforcement that chases them. These guys regularly go on police chases and evade police helicopters. Today, we interview them face to face and talk morality, ethics, danger, and their motivation for their behavior.
Talk that danger.
Let's dive
shit,
in and go boots on the
ground.
Talk it. This documentary is purely for educational purposes. We want to stress that the behavior depicted in this video is dangerous, illegal, and should never be imitated. And remember, it only takes one bad crash to ruin your life or someone else's. Please drive responsibly.
Hey, don't let me get that face. Hey, Squeeze Benz. Don't let me get that face. I'm telling, my nigga. See what I'm saying? They locked my boy Tree up for this. It's not fair. You on the streets doing this shit, my nigga. And Tree shit was on the accident, my nigga. I'm don't let me get that face, nigga. I'm telling, nigga.
Remember, it only takes one bad crash to ruin your life or someone else's. Please drive responsibly. Thank you.
I'm telling.
Go 2 with the F87. Taking for 2 by Carbone in my section.
We wanted to know how everyday people felt about this kind of driving. We had some extra time to kill at the New York airport.
This is Carvana.
Come on, man. Come on.
And so is this.
Come
and
on.
This is how you can sell us.
So I went around showing people videos of Squeeze Benz and Where's 981 driving. Here's what they had to say about it.
What do you think of that?
It's just dangerous. I think if he's go after them, it's a bit dangerous. Was everyone else at risk?
He's probably going 120, 130 right now. See how there's some close calls?
I feel like he thinks he's in a video game. That stuff pisses me off. So I got kids that are on those roads too. When that guy kills one of my kids.
Karen! Tell his ass, Karen!
I can tell this guy a million times, hey, you're gonna kill somebody on the road. He's gonna do it anyways. What do you think about that?
It makes me mad. I get it. All kids, they're bred to do that.
No,
right? But it's irresponsible.
Fuck that!
If I told you that this guy's gotten away from not only multiple police, but also helicopters. What's your reaction on that?
I believe it. I just feel like it's really selfish. I feel like he should get his license taken away for some period of time and probably have to go through safe driving classes, maybe talk to people who are victims of people that drive with him.
I think it should be commensurate with like attempted manslaughter or something like. I mean, that's in effect.
Yeah.
You're
Man,
putting
bring that nigga to jail, gang. Get that nigga 100 years.
with like attempted manslaughter or something like. I mean, that's in effect. You're putting people at risk intentionally when you go a certain speed over the speed limit.
If you were his mother or father,
I'm just playing. I ain't wishing jail on nobody, and I'm low key hating because I wish I knew how to drive like Benz. I ain't even gonna motherfucking cap. That nigga be, hey, listen, he be pussy popping them cuts, nigga. Some saying. Pussy popping, nigga.
Risk intentionally when you go a certain speed over the speed limit.
if you were his mother or father, what would you tell him?
That he's a selfish idiot. One of these days, somebody is gonna get in his way and that person's gonna end up dead, or many people are gonna end up dead. And if he ends up dead, that's his consequence for what he does, but nobody else deserves to have that kind of risk. It's no different than someone who's really drunk getting behind the wheel of a car and driving when they have no control.
I ain't gonna lie,
and your car is actually
that
like a
old lady
weapon of
talking.
mass destruction to
like
have to be handled with care.
Worse than being drunk and getting behind the wheel, because you're actively making the
I
choice
bone her
to
too.
put other people's lives at risk.
The steepest price that gets paid is not the person driving the car. I mean, someone's going to end up dying, and that'll be that.
That can ruin hundreds of people's lives. Like if a kid in a school were to die, everybody in the school
It's a
would be
ripple
mourning
effect.
for that one person.
Oh yeah, he's tripping. Not safe at all.
If he hits somebody, do you think it should be manslaughter or the first degree?
I say manslaughter because you know what you're doing. Like you're just driving crazy. Like
What would you tell him if you could say something to him?
I'd be like, slow down.
What do you think about driving like this?
Oh, it's terrible. I don't like it.
Like, you better stay away from that.
Yeah.
What should be the penalty if he's caught?
Get to the nigga, bro. Get to the nigga, bro. Get to the nigga, bro.
I got folks taking pics, something like
Get to the nigga, bro. All that talking and shit.
To the check, but I ain't rocking on horizon.
We're on
Get
our
to
way
the
to meet
bitch.
Squeeze Benz. Recently, he's been making the news for his high-speed stunts. While some people see his driving as exhilarating or exciting, there's a rising sentiment that this sort of behavior unnecessarily endangers innocent drivers and pedestrians. He sent us the address of a random parking garage and told us to pull up. This is what we encountered.
Folks, we're on the way to talk to one of the most wanted drivers in New York, Squeeze Benz. This kid does stuff that makes my butthole pucker up.
What?
Pause. This guy is reckless. This guy is
Somebody fucking him at home.
extreme. This guy drives at a very high speed. I do not drive like this. You shouldn't drive like this, and there's a reason why I'm not getting into their cars while they're driving this fast. It's dangerous, it's reckless, it's scary. Disclaimer, don't do this at home. He's kind of like a high-speed fugitive. I'm always interested in the outlaws of the world, people that live on the edge. Humans, especially men, are always pushing the limit of danger. But one distinction I want to make is Evel Knievel only harms himself if he fails. The UFC fighters are both signing up, they're in mutual combat. But these guys, if something goes wrong, they harm innocent civilians. So I want to ask him about that, but then ask him about the outlaw, the testing danger piece that lives strongly within them, because I think that's interesting. This is not a product placement.
Oh, okay, I'm putting two and two together now. He like niggas that test shit. Just like how he travel across the world meeting people he really don't even motherfucking know. See what I'm saying? Because they can rape him. I mean, fuck him. Because YouTube don't like that word that I just said. They can fuck dude, gang. Tie him up, hog tie him in my R. Kelly voice, and fuck the shit out of him. And he be in an abandoned church somewhere, gang. No cap. He risking his life too.
Peace that lives strongly within them, because I think that's interesting. This is not a product placement. I do not want a partnership with Celsius. I do not drink your drinks every single trip multiple times a day. I don't absolutely love your drink. Guys, if you want to hit me up, please do. I would love to talk.
Get to the nigga! Get to the nigga, gang!
You know how that goes. So we're
all this talking.
I'm excited. I hope you are too. You know, high speed must be an issue around here if they have a Mustang NYPD car that's got some zip to it. RIP Mainstream Media. It's been a great run. Kudos to you for lasting as long as you have. But that's it. I mean, you're finished. Sorry. In honor of that, RIP Mainstream Media. Sweatshirts available. TommyGMcGee.com. Oh God, dude. What the f is this, Batman, dude?
That's yours? I know my God.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how wanted would you say you are?
Probably a 10. Nobody's more wanted than me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's insane.
What the is my life?
This nigga money on.
Started like about a year ago. I got my first Benz, and I always did like little driving videos, and I never really took it to nothing. And then my boy started saying like, you know, mad people are blowing up off this, and I was just like, you know, that's just how it started.
I'm curious, like you have a Lamborghini, at one point a Mercedes-Benz. I'm sure you go through a lot of different cars. Are you going on Turo and just driving people's cars all crazy? You guys getting your own cars? Like, tell me about that.
I had my own car for a bit, but then I changed it up because I did get chased a lot. So I just realized, like, you know, doing long-term rentals is just a way better route. And then obviously I don't tell these guys I'm Squeeze Benz.
Did you ever get blown up by the Turo people asking what the hell happened?
They do ask, and then like I kind of just like, you know, I'm just driving the car, you know what I mean?
You mix danger, but there's also other people at risk when you do that. Innocent civilians. So what do you
that whole renting shit, he just told y'all that that ain't the way to go. Cause niggas a dog your shit, gang. Niggas a doggy fuck your shit, gang. Stop, listen. That's not a good business, gang. Nigga, rent your shit to all white guys that's trying to pick up prostitutes and go get their dick sucked. My nigga, that's your best bet.
You mix danger, but there's also other people at risk when you do that. Innocent civilians. So what do you think about the element of danger for that?
I've been doing this since like real shit since I was 9. I used to take my dad's car out and I used to just plug out. I've been doing this for so long now that I feel like I did have some professional at it. Like, you know, niggas know like that's how
accidents
I drive. There's been
happen.
incidents where I've gone out with people and they try to keep
Next
it up
thing
with me
you
and
know, it's the nigga outside with his head off his fucking neck.
On one hand at 210 miles an hour.
Filming with one hand, driving with the other, 210 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That's insane. Did that scare you?
Not really, just to build up a tolerance of just speed.
Do you feel like the police watch your Instagram?
100%, they do.
Let's pop in the car and keep the conversation going.
Okay. He trying to keep his press off the wheel.
How many people normally out compared to like, am I in the high end of
Not just my high end.
That's okay. Does your mom worry about you?
I call her, she don't even want to hear the things that I'm doing.
Don't even tell your mama this show shit, gang. She gonna snitch on your ass when nigga drop a bag on your head. Got your mama thinking. Mama, my mama told me like this. The police come to my house, I'm telling on your ass. After that, mama, I can't trust your ass no more. I still love you though.
Does your mom
I'm not telling my mama shit, gang.
I told her, she don't even want to hear the things that I'm doing. She be getting scared because she know I be doing shit, like, you know what I mean?
Do you know any friends that have gotten really hurt or died doing this?
My boy, he was racing and he macked up and he hit his head and his head like split open a little bit. He needed stitches, but like other than that, nothing's ever happened.
That's
Tell me about the camera system in New York. How hard is it to evade capture or awareness of the police?
Super easy. A lot of people, like, they be doing crimes with their plates on. Like, I mean, if I go and run from a cop, I'm gonna make sure I either have altered plates or no plates at all.
New York City is home to one of the most advanced camera surveillance networks on the planet. An Amnesty International project identified that there are more than 25,000 public and private cameras from about 4 tools.
Get to the nigga, cuz.
The argument to increase
Get to the nigga, cuz. Get to the nigga,
many
cuz.
Americans. This is powerful to infringe upon our
Get to the nigga.
If you got caught doing what?
Fuck!
Jail time. I'm running red lights. I'm doing more than triple the speed limit, double the speed limit. This is a lot of tickets to it.
You did a video in Times Square recently, right?
Yeah.
I gotta send it back for all my insecurities. Maybe like some work will probably clean it back. Maybe Mickey Thompson's line lock when he slide.
It only takes one mistake to permanently change or destroy somebody's life.
I do understand that. It's just like, we were also like, it was a lot of people. 12 o'clock in the morning, you seen in the video, like I stopped, looked around, made sure there was nobody, and started doing donuts. And then when I was running the red lights, I'm not gonna lie, I was low-key bugging. I low-key know how to run red lights. I didn't chase my Mac cops to the point where I could blow the red lights doing 60, 70. No, I'm not gonna hit my car.
70, dude. What is your strategy in getting away from police?
Hop on the highway. These cops, like, they're not really built for that. It's a lot of real rookie cops now. A bunch of rookie cops. And these guys do not know how to drive on the highway.
I ain't gonna lie, if you ever run from the police, get on the highway and turn your hazards on.
It's a lot of real rookie cops now. A bunch of rookie cops, and these guys do not know how to drive on the highway.
Let's talk about how drivers like Benz can evade detection for so long. They do so by altering or covering up their license plates so the car cannot be tracked by police or the traffic cameras. Cars with this modification have been nicknamed ghost cars. Last month, a joint task force was launched between New York Governors Kathy Hochul, New York Mayor Eric Adams, the NYPD, and the MTA to crack down on the issue of ghost cars. In their first day alone, they impounded 73 cars, issued 282 court summons, and made 8 arrests. And I noticed the same thing back home in Milwaukee. The guys running through the red lights, driving the stolen cars, and driving aggressively, most of them do not have license plates.
What's the longest police chase you've been in?
30 minutes, 20 minutes.
That's a pretty long chase. How many guys do you think chasing you at once?
I had to do like 3, 4, but the main thing was the helicopter. That was really hard to get away from. How could you get away? Luckily, it was late night. I was in the Porsche, and that shit does 210 miles an hour. So I just hopped on the highway. You know what I mean? The helicopter can only go so fast.
You go faster than the helicopter?
Yeah, they only like top out like 150, 140.
You crash into somebody, they get paralyzed, they die. Do you think you deserve to go to prison?
Yes. Obviously, I wouldn't want to be put into prison for life. If I kill somebody, that's somebody's life. Like, that's somebody's mother, brother, cousin, whatever the case is. If somebody crashed into my mom in her car and they killed her, I'd want them to go to jail. You know what I mean?
Hey, he better than me, cause I don't care if I killed 50 niggas. Bitch, I don't deserve to go to jail. I'm too small, my nigga. Listen, I'ma keep me a poker, but shit, who was to say niggas ain't gonna fuck me still? No Diddy. I'm not giving that shit up. They gonna have to fuck my dead body, gang, cause I'm going out stabbing, nigga. I'ma stab his ass.
Cases, if somebody crashed into my mom in her car and they killed her, I'd want them to go to jail. You know what I mean? Maybe not for life, but just enough to get it in their head, like, you know.
What makes taking these risks worth it for you?
They're not really risks to me, that's the thing. I don't really see them as risk. I see them as, like, you know, me just everyday driving.
You say you've been driving since you were 9 years old?
My dad used to give me his car. You know, I used to sit on his lap when I was like 7. He used to give me the steering wheel, that, and then, you know, I hit 9. He used to send me, yo, go to AutoZone real quick. I used to go to AutoZone, Home Depot, whatever the cases. 13, I used to start picking up my boys, and that's when I started really, like, you know, cutting up.
Oh my motherfucker. Okay, easy, Tiger. Easy. Come on.
Seducing this nigga again.
Hey, no more. Ooh, that motherfucking made me...
Imagine me doing
horny,
that.
Nigga.
100?
Yeah,
made you horny.
How many police chases do you think you've been in?
More in my hand. There's been so many times where, like, the boys just get behind us and they start chasing. Or, like, it's not really chases to us. You know, they go.
Do you think you're the most wanted driver in New York?
Between me and Where's 981, like, Where's 981 low-key died down, I feel like I've taken over that spot, so yeah.
I'm sure there are a lot of young men that watch your content. What do you think about kids that want to go try and replicate this, copy this?
From Squeeze Benz himself, do not come try this.
This is something that you could get paralyzed, you could die.
Why do niggas do that? If you know you shouldn't try it, why the fuck are you doing it? Oh, don't gangbang. This shit, I might make you look sweet. This shit ain't sweet, though. Meanwhile, he popped the nigga before this interview, gang. One clip he telling you is cool, the next clip he saying don't do it. One clip he telling you his man's got fucked and stabbed up in prison. The next clip he bragging about going to prison. I don't understand you niggas. So should I do this shit or not?
Squeeze Benz himself, do not come try this.
This is something that you could get paralyzed, you could die. I don't drive like this, you shouldn't. Some people in this game take lots of risks, and Squeeze is one of those guys, but highly advise never do this. How sophisticated is the camera system in New York?
It's getting more sophisticated now to where, like, you know, it'll take them probably 2-3 days to really find where you was at, you know what I mean?
How do you stash your vehicle so that the police don't trace you to your house?
I pay for a garage, I have other parking garages where I park my car.
So just like a drug dealer has trap houses, you have different...
I have trap houses, yeah.
Miguel, are you nervous at all?
I'm nervous.
The boys are right
put the nigga man's in the camera. Oh, that's his man's, I think.
I get a glove on this.
But how do you know he was about to get out of his vehicle and you were just about to smash him as he opened up his door?
I would have told you that. Nah, chill.
0% interest for 24.
Why do you think this is something that young men gravitate towards?
Let's talk about brain development in young men. The
I'm
male
not-
brain is not fully mature.
This ain't science class, my nigga.
What's the craziest getaway story you have?
I'll be the one with the helicopter. I pulled up on the highway showing the charge. He was about to pull someone over. So I got behind him. I started playing with him. And I was recording. I got away, obviously. A week later, I started getting chased by 2-3 black Chargers. I'm looking up and I see the helicopter above me. And I'm like, oh nah. It was only like my second ever helicopter chase, so my heart was bumping. I'm not knowing how hard these guys are gonna go for me right now. They're gonna set a roadblock up, something, you know what I mean? But thank God that wasn't the case.
Like a spike strip.
That's never happened to me. I don't need to give these niggas advice, but like, I don't know why don't use spike strips.
Is it hard for you not to be going fast right now?
Honestly, yeah. If New York really wants
Nigga, they don't use spike strips because you on a highway.
have fun in a safe environment. If you give us a spot, we're gonna use it.
How long do you see yourself doing this for?
This is not gonna be a forever thing. Eventually it's gonna turn into a brand.
How often do you drive reckless?
It's every day but to a limit.
Let's talk about reckless driving in the United States. In 2021, there were 6 million nationwide ordered video teenagers. Another 1,500 deaths in 15 years.
For the next 48 hours, 2 people will get Squeeze Benz, Tommy G, Polaroid photos. RIP Mainstream Media, Big Dog's Gotta Eat. Hope to send this to you.
Available on Patreon only are the wild and extended cut versions of the interviews with Squeeze Benz, including one right after he
Why y'all niggas always trying to sell
extended
shit?
cut interview with Swim Team, and more. This is some good shit. Patreon. We find ourselves in another parking garage meeting with New York driver Where's 981 and his crew, the Swim Team. Swimming refers to the driving technique where they cut up, weaving in and out of traffic to get where they want to go. They've gained a lot of notoriety online, and I wanted to talk to them to learn more about them.
The faster you go and the more dangerous you drive, the more views you get.
No
Alright
bullshit.
guys, you're pulling up to meet the Swim Team. You're one of the groups of the drivers. Why do you guys call yourself Swim Team?
This is how it started. Like, they call me Float. It used to be called Float Apostle. So like, I guess it's like a teacher. I would teach you how to float. And then it just turned into like, you know, we started cutting up and stuff. It was almost like we were swimming through traffic. And they'll call me like Michael Phelps. So we're swimming.
How fast do you go sometimes?
I'm hitting 150 every day. It's easy to hit 150, bro. Like, it's triple digits no matter what. Your 50, 60 miles an hour is my 100.
Have you had any near misses?
Yeah, of course. People come to me like, oh, how do I do this? How do I do that? I'm not going to try and teach you how to do it because of the simple fact that someone can get hurt. Thank you that I have not hurt anybody.
Damn,
it's like
this nigga
shooting
black.
a gun in an open field. Like, anybody can get hit with a straight.
I take that back what I said about if he was black, because apparently this nigga black. I'm just not lucky, my nigga. I'm just not lucky. I stay getting pulled over, my nigga.
I'm not hurt anybody. It's like shooting a gun in an open field. Like, anybody can get hit with a straight bullet.
If you hit somebody and they get really injured or die, what should be the punishment you think?
I'm going to jail with all this stuff.
Yeah, it's worth it. Why?
It's not worth it. That's
Keep
the thing.
going.
I can't justify it, you know?
What's it like being in a high-speed chase?
Your first time, it feels crazy, bro. It's like you're like you're scared to go home. Some way, somehow, you make it home. You have a little bit of a tough night is that first night, and then you make it to the second night, you make it to the next night. They never come. After that, you get numb to it, you know?
What are the laws in New York for chasing people? Because I know in Milwaukee, oftentimes they don't chase you at a certain speed because they know it results in civilian deaths. A lot of times when the chase happens.
It depends on the cop, honestly. I've seen cops where one of my boys, this dude going off-road in New York, and the cops following him off the road. It just takes that one, you know, that one cop that's just ready to be like, alright, I'm coming for you, and it's over.
What does your mom think about this?
I bring my mom to work.
Go in the water, my nigga. They not going in that water. They not going in. It's a whole lot of salt in that water, nigga.
Ready to be like, alright, I'm coming for you, and it's over.
What does your mom think about this?
I bring my mom to work. She's going 150. She didn't get scared. In her eyes, she knows I'm a good driver. Like, she got mother's prayers, of course. She's gonna always pray for me, make sure everything works.
Stop telling y'all mama this, y'all. She gon' tell, especially a black mama.
I created swim, so it started off.
Them white parents gon' die for their sons, nigga. A black mama, she still trying to go home. She still got a life to live.
And I'm Tommy G, allegedly.
Not my mama though, I'm hood.
Who out of this group is the high-speed specialist?
This nigga right here is like nasty on the track. This nigga right here, he's just nasty on the road. He can slide, drift, go fast.
What's the fastest you guys have ever gone in a car before? 170?
183. 192.
That's life or death speed. What makes it worth it for you to put yourself in that position where you could go to the afterlife if you're not careful?
That money. You saw how they got that fame that quick? I'll pull my dick out on this motherfucker.
I never, like, hopped in a car and went that fast off rip. It's kind of like, I got used to it, slowly, building up, like, a tolerance to speed. If you're watching this and you're a driver, then you know what I mean when you feel the rear wheels through the seat of the car.
You're super in tune and in touch. It's almost like the car is an extension of your body.
You have senses from the seat.
So basically, in long story short terms, he feel the power in his ass.
Feel the rear wheels to speed. If you're watching this and you're a driver, then you know what I mean when you feel the rear wheels through the seat of the car.
You're super in tune and in touch. It's almost like the car is an extension of your body.
You have senses from the seat, the steering wheel, the audio cues, how loud the engine is, if your tires are squealing. You have so many cues in it, and it's really up to you to take all that sensory input and be able to, like, drive properly. It's like, we're not trying to do this shit forever. Like, we genuinely want to hop on the
for the fame. They're doing it for the fame, bro.
It's expensive and people are shutting the trucks down.
Do you guys know anyone that has crashed or died or gotten injured doing this?
Crashed for sure, but nobody that's really hurt. No one ever crashed. If anybody were to seriously get hurt or crash or anything like that, I think it'll end it for everybody. I think we don't
wouldn't.
There's a risk of hurting someone that's completely innocent. One could be on the way.
Niggas die every day, be it still real life schoomers and head toppers out there, gang. Niggas still in the streets, but niggas die every day. See what I'm saying? Jeffrey Dahmer did what he did. Got life. 3,000, 500 years. It's still gonna be another serial killer, my nigga. Bro. Niggas is dumb, gang. Everybody don't learn from other niggas' mistakes, gang. All I gotta hear about is one nigga getting raped. One nigga getting fucked in his ass. I'm not going to prison ever, my nigga.
End it for everybody. I think we don't stop.
There's a risk of hurting someone that's completely innocent. Someone could be on their way to work. Someone could be going to pick up their kid from soccer practice. Like, how does that factor in your driving and what you think about when you drive?
If I get left, I get stuck,
What does that mean when you get left?
If I'm following 91 or I'm following float and they think it's cut I can't take, I'm not taking it. When we swim for each other. We drive for each other. We don't drive for ourselves. I know exactly how each one of them drives and how I drive. So God forbid someone has to hard brake. The cars behind are already braking and looking for openings so we're not rear-ending each other.
Have you guys had any near misses?
Of course. But there's this one time where he took a cut. Right after he took the cut, it was either I fit the cut or I'm gone. It's funny saying this, but we're not criminals. We have real jobs. We have insurance on our cars. We pay for our cars. Like, people think, oh, it's daddy's money. Like, that should be pissing me off, bro, because I didn't work hard as for this shit, bro.
Okay.
Do you guys' moms know about this?
She knows, and she tells me every day to stop. And I tell her, look, I'm trying. We have a brand swim team, right? We're not trying to cut up reckless 24/7, bro. Like, we got a 5M service coming up, a Settle Corsa service coming up, and honestly, like, we see the community, we see the love you guys are giving us in.
At least they giving back. I will be in that 5M server, bitch, and y'all better have the hoes in there with them BBLs, with them big back, big.
But honestly, like, we see the community, we see the love you guys are giving us, and we're not gonna take this and just, throw it all away. It's like one of those stories we're trying to create where the bad guy kind of wins.
What do you say to the people that are like super pissed when they see what you do? They're like, that's reckless, it's selfish, it's dangerous, people could die. What do you say to those type of folks?
Honestly, bro, you're great. I agree with them, bro. I don't even argue with them. I don't argue with them, bro. I don't argue with them either. When people look at accidents and they see like us cutting up and like racing through traffic, doing a whole bunch of dumb stuff, they see it as not precise. Like, they're thinking like we're just out there and we're trying to crash. We're not trying to crash. If anything, I would argue that when we're on the road, we're actually paying attention to the road more than anyone else on the road. Or another thing is drinking and driving. And like, we don't ever be under the influence ever behind the wheel. And I'm proud to say that.
Tell me what's going through your head in the police chase. How do you get away? What are you thinking about? Are you trying to go a few streets and take an exit? You got a hideout? Like, how do you evade police in this type of situation?
Hold on, don't give out too much sauce. You gotta bring your home.
There's people that might watch what you do and wonder how the police have not caught you yet. What is your answer?
I mean, truly, the way that we don't get caught is to stop being dickheads. New York has a no chase policy. I can say this because I've been in, at least in some at least, I got into the most cop chases, right? And I'm not saying it because I like that. I got the worst luck, bro, over there, honestly. Got the worst luck on this point.
I wanted to know what the legal perspective was on what Swim Team, Squeeze Benz, and all these other New York drivers were doing. What were the legal ramifications? How much jail time could they face? And why is it that they were so brazen about continually doing this? I talked to my guy, Nick, the lawyer, to figure out more about this. He's a lawyer that runs a YouTube channel and breaks things down regularly. This is what he had to say.
My name is Nate the Lawyer. I'm a former prosecutor and a former law school professor. And what you've just seen on screen is known as reckless driving. In the state of New York, you can serve up to a year in prison if you recklessly drive. Reckless driving in New York is simple. It's if you drive in a manner that, quote, unreasonably interferes with the free and proper use of the public highways or unreasonably endangers users of the public highway. Reckless driving is prohibited. Every person violating this provision,
boring,
you can serve up to a year in jail. If someone is injured or killed during the act of reckless driving, you could find yourself facing some serious charges.
Dangerous and disturbing exclusive video of young people.
We understand, bro.
Now this driver was,
we know we
if
can
you're
go to jail, bro.
And then you in a car, not
you
killed.
know we can go to jail.
Repercussions the screen. They'll gain 100 store window. He was released, chopped the home. That's what they're doing, because they don't really. But they'll. If you need legal advice, that being said, it's
really for.
So when I started, I used to get super nervous, especially when I used to run. And the reason I started running is not because I don't like cops. It's simply because it got to a point where I can't afford the tickets anymore. Because I was getting singled out for no reason. The speed limit is 50, right? So I would be on the Bell Parkway and I'm going 70, 75. I'm doing the same speed everyone else is doing. However, when the state trooper sees everyone else and me, they single me out because I'm in a white Porsche. So then they think I can afford the ticket, but in the beginning I could, but then that shit started stacking up. And if you're gonna say, oh, then just don't speed, I wasn't speeding. I was just keeping up with the flow of traffic, right? And then I just started running one day because I just couldn't afford the tickets anymore. And then it just started from there. I'm super
I respect them now, cause I can't afford them tickets either, my nigga. That's why I what's up, Mr. Officer? I'm well respectable. I clean up, my nigga. You would think I'm a suit and tie nigga.
Start running one day because I just couldn't afford the tickets anymore.
I know how to fix that mouth.
I'm super nervous at first.
No diddy.
Then I tell lawyer fees too. After the first time, I only got nervous one more time after that. And that was only because I got kicked when I was down.
How many people were after you? 15 cars?
Yeah. I want to get even.
Do you guys had to get away from helicopters before?
I never had to. Thanks God. Honestly, but I feel like I don't do that situation. Oh yeah, I know what to do.
Has the news reached out to any of you guys?
Oh yeah, of course. Bro, I ain't going front. This is crazy. I'm like AB7. I'm like AB7 News at all. Because they reached out to me about my content and they still posted after I said no. And I don't like that. But yeah, this man was article about us already.
So news reporters have reached out to you guys. They DM you,
they text you,
they email you. Okay, so Ali Bauman from CBS New York.
Yeah, she did me twice. I was like, no.
You should have asked that bitch to fuck, gang.
What made you say no to her and yes to me?
Honestly, bro, you're not a cop. You're not a cop. You're not associated with the law. You don't have an ulterior motive. I genuinely feel like you're not going to try to paint a bad picture with it. And we've seen your videos, we've seen the work you do, and the type of, honestly, you've interviewed people that do worse stuff than us. Yeah, so it's like, come on now, if you were keeping them safe, there's no reason why you wouldn't keep us safe, bro.
To me, it feels really fun to have no journalistic background, to be beating them at their own game.
Yeah, definitely. Bro, honestly, bro, when you're an authentic person, you go far, man.
I feel like people in our generation just don't trust the news. They've lied so many times that their credit's gone with us.
Yeah, definitely. Honestly, bro, I've been getting more accurate shit.
Specialties?
Float, swim team. You already know.
What's your specialty?
My specialty is floating. All I do is float. That's my name. That's what I do. It's everything.
Do you feel like you have to look over your shoulder doing this kind of stuff?
I always look over my shoulder. I'm Warez 981. I would say I'm kind of camera shy, but like my specialty is like I do a little bit of everything. But when it comes to like the the corporate side of things, the brand and stuff, like I'm basically like the brains behind that whole.
Wait, so you're trying to turn this into a video game?
So he gonna be the reason these niggas get that RICO if they get caught, which I hope they don't. But don't try to. I understand you. That RICO gonna be hard. That's gonna be a heavy weight on y'all's shoulder, my nigga.
I'm basically like the brains behind that whole.
Wait, so you're trying to turn this into a video game?
I mean, we already kind of did. It's a game, so it's called Assetto Corsa. So basically, we host servers, and you just gotta take the link, hop on the server, and if any one of us happens to play on the server, you get to drive and swim risk-free.
Warez 981 and his team are well aware that a lot of his fans are young males that might try and replicate what they do, and knowing that that is incredibly dangerous, his team has done something so you can join them in the safety of your home. They built this online Assetto Corsa server so you can drive, swerve.
Wanted by law enforcement.
They definitely know about us. I mean, me specifically, I have no clue. If I am wanted, I'm sorry. I don't hate NYPD, I just don't want the ticket.
What do you go by?
Brick 250 or Brick 50, one is fine.
What's your specialty?
Well, right now, I think the fans would probably say my specialty is probably police chases, cop chases, and stuff like that. But in my opinion, I think drifting though.
How many police chases do you think you've been in?
Honestly, bro, I lost count probably because I posted at least 30, I think. So I think I have.
You have at least 30 police chases on the internet right now.
Yeah.
Why is this worth potentially going to prison?
No matter how you look at it, it's not worth it at all. Me being how I am as a person, bro, it's fun, bro.
Who are you?
So I'm Reaper.
What's your specialty?
I'm I'm not really making videos and stuff, but if you know, you know.
Do you have little brothers?
Oh yeah.
If they wanted to get into this, what would you tell them?
I'm a hypocrite, but I wouldn't recommend it. But
you don't recommend it?
No.
This is a question for the whole group. How often do you guys have to change vehicles?
I say if you do it right, you could probably go a year to 2 years where you have to swap the car if you're smart. But you could do some dumb shit in one night that makes you have to swap.
What do you go by?
My name's Billy.
And what's your specialty?
Honestly, the fans kind of know me as Lester, I guess I would say. That's if you get in trouble, you can call me. I'll help you with your situation.
So what makes this worth doing?
It's not worth doing. I wouldn't recommend doing it if I were you, but I can't make your decision for you. So if you are going to do this against our best wishes, I guess, just think about other people on the road and do whatever you can to bring it home without hurting yourself, hurting anybody else, or damaging any property.
Tell me how you think about taking on risks and danger.
I think if you're ever going to take on any risks or any danger, whether it's physical risks or financial risks, I think you should write down every single one of the variables that could be a factor in the risk that you're taking, and you should figure out what's the worst case scenario that could go wrong, any other kind of scenarios that could go wrong, and you want to figure out what the best case scenario is, and if that's worth the gamble for you, for the risks that are laid out on the table. But if those risks are worth the reward that you're going for, I think you should go for it. And if at any time you get too scared, the risks are too much for the reward, you don't want to risk it for the biscuit, then stop, because you're not built for it.
If you want an extraordinary life, you have to take extraordinary measures and risks and action, but know your lane and know when to sit out. And this is something I'm sitting out for.
Also, the story of Icarus, when you have black wings and you fly too close to the sun, never feel like you got it on lock 24/7.
The story of Icarus comes from Greek mythology, and it recounts the tale of Daedalus and his son Icarus.
But you wanted to say what's up to y'all for me?
Anything you gotta say for the camera, brother?
Shout out my son Jolly too, he couldn't make it. Yeah, so you asked us these questions. What do you think of swimming?
So here's the thing, I think danger is good in somebody's life, but when you endanger someone else while you're having your own fun, that's where I'm iffy about it. Yeah. I admire the courage, I admire the bravery, but when other people's lives are at risk, to me it's like it's a hard battle, you know what I mean? Like, if I lost a friend because someone was just having fun on the road, I'd want to kill that guy.
What he said, gang, what he said. I still fuck with y'all though, and I hope y'all don't go to prison, gang. I hope y'all don't kill nobody either though, gang. I just farted, gang. I smell like some shit, gang. Let's get right back into it.
Lost a friend because someone was just having fun on the road, I'd want to kill that guy. I also, as a young man who does dangerous things too, get it. But I highly advise you, don't try it out.
This video long as fuck though, bro.
It's different. It's like you seen that, right? Yeah.
Hello folks, I'm Tommy G, here with the most wanted drivers in New York. Look, they're peeling out.
Look, Tommy ready to get the fuck on. He's in the helicopter.
Folks, I wasn't lying when I said these guys are wanted. Well folks, I think it's time we get out of here. Stay safe. Realize that the choices you make can impact other people. There's dangerous things you can do that just impact yourself. When it impacts scared civilians, we should probably get out of here. Let's go.
Yeah,
I'm conflicted with this video, folks, because a lot of young people are gonna think this is cool, and their brain is not developed enough to realize the risk.
Alright. We don't give a fuck, Tommy. I ain't gonna lie. No matter how niggas is gonna do what the fuck they wanna do, gang. You can tell nigga to stop killing niggas, he gonna kill niggas. You can tell niggas to start weaving out of traffic, dogging they motherfucking Simpson, he gon' Simpson. My nigga, let's get out this bitch. I love y'all niggas and I love y'all hoes. Subscribe to my channel, hit that like button and follow me on IG, and I'm out this bitch.